The 2026 Severn Valley Railway Vintage Transport Extravaganza was held over the weekend of Saturday the 8th and Sunday the 9th of August, when a number of vintage vehicles were assembled at each of the railway stations. At Kidderminster, 12 traction engines and 2 miniature engines were assembled outside the station, with a number of cars inside on the concourse. Vintage lorries, cars and buses were also located at Bewdley, Arley, Highley and Bridgnorth. A vintage bus also ran between Bridgnorth and Eardington Halt at regular intervals. Due to the heatwave and the fire risk, diesel traction was the order of the weekend. In service were British Railway Western Region Class 14 060 number D9551, British Railway English Electric Type 1 Class 20 number 20048, British Railway Western Region Class 42 Warship Diesel Hydraulic Locomotive number No.D821 Greyhound, British Railway Peak Class 46 number 46045, British Railway Class 50 Coco Diesel Electric Locomotive number 50049 Defiance, British Railway Western Region Class 52 Western number D1015 Western Champion, and British Railway Metro Cammell 3-car Diesel Multiple Unit numbers E50253, E59303 and E50170. The programme begins at Kidderminster on Saturday the 8th of August, where British Railway Western Region Class 42 Warship Diesel Hydraulic Locomotive number D821 Greyhound is seen departing with the 11:45 AM service to Bridgnorth. Outside on the station forecourt, we see the line-up of traction engines, beginning with 1901 built Fowler general purpose engine number 8889, registration number WR6554, alongside 1914 Tasker tractor number 1592, registration number AA5253. Moving along, we see Fowler 1929 built road roller number 17480 Survivor, registration number BS9196, and Fowler 1931 built tractor number 19456 Highland Lass, registration number SE3563. Next in line is 1927 Foden tractor number 12770, registration number FN9060, and Burrell 1909 general purpose engine number 3121 Keeling, registration number NO1310. Continuing along the lineup, alongside Keeling, is 1891 built Gibbons and Robinson general purpose engine number 959, registration number AY9874. Wallace and Stevens 1931 advance road roller number 8082 City of Worcester, registration number CG9931. Marshall 1898 built general purpose engine number 29944, registration number AL9271, Ruston and Hornsby 1933 built general purpose engine, number 19176 Trevithick, registration number TL5452, and Burrell 1931 built road locomotive, number 4093 Dorothy, registration number DV9252. In front of the lineup, we see a replica Atwood and Rogers light delivery van assigned to Chapelfield Steam Motor Company of Whitchurch Express Parcel Delivery, and a Foden miniature steam wagon. Moving back along the line, we take a closer look at some of the engines. Inside the station, we see a selection of vans and cars, including a 1966 Commer Express delivery van, YPP 938, and a 1953 Morris Minor van, 165 XVE, a 1958 MG Magnet Veritone, SSC 555, and an American Cadillac. On the opposite side is a 1964 Hillman Imp, CAB 683B, a 1967 Morris 1275cc Mini, JJB 429D, a 1970 Hillman Imp, YNY 114H, and a 1937 Morris 8 Series 2, FFC 22. Departing from Kidderminster with the 12:40 p.m. service to Highley, British Railway Western Region Class 14060, number D9551, draws out of platform 1. Relocating to Arley, we see D9551 returning from Highley with the 1:50 p.m. service to Kidderminster. The whistle from the guard and the blast of the air horn gives D9551 the right of way to continue to Kidderminster. In the yard we see a number of classic cars consisting of a 1934 Morris Minor Tourer AOC 444, a 1957 Alston A35 YKO 375, a 1969 Morris Minor 600 weight van NDW 259G, a 1989 Morgan G528UNE, a 1962 Ford Consul Classic PSJ 835, a 1971 Triumph 2000 with overdrive JPA 478K, a 1973 Triumph 2000 Estate TWP 865L, a 1974 Volkswagen Carman Ghia Cabriolet YYY320M, a 1959 Alston A35 YOE128, a 1974 Triumph 1500 JVA 115N, a 1970 MG Midget ULJ 850J, and a 1988 Mercedes model unknown F979 TEL. Approaching Arley, British Railway Class 50 Cocoa diesel electric locomotive number 50049 Defiance runs into the station with the 2:15 p.m. Kidderminster to Bridgnorth service. Entering the station alongside the down train, British Railway Western Region Class 52 Western number D1015 Western Champion arrives with the 2:05 p.m. service from Bridgnorth. Given the right of way, D1015 Western Champion sets off for Kidderminster. Slowly drawing the 2:50 p.m. service from Bridgnorth into the up platform at Arley, D821 Greyhound comes to a halt at the starter signal. Platform duties complete, the 821 Greyhound departs for Kidderminster. Exiting the Cutton to run into the station at Arley, D9551 arrives with the 3:45 p.m. Kidderminster to Bridgnorth service. Returning from Kidderminster with the 4:30 p.m. service to Bridgnorth, D821 Greyhound runs into the station at Arley. Drawing the 4:15 p.m. service from Bridgnorth to a halt at the starter signal, 50049 Defiance awaits departure to Kidderminster. blast of its air horn signifies the departure of Defiance to Kidderminster. The next day, Sunday the 9th of August, begins at Erdington Halt, where British Railway Metro Cammell 3-car diesel multiple unit, numbers E50253, E59303 and E50170, draws to a halt in the platform, with a 9:30 AM service from Kidderminster. With platform duties completed, the 3-car unit departs for Bridgnorth. Passing through the halt, British Railway English Electric Type 1 Class 20, number 20048, heads for Kidderminster with the 10:45 AM service from Bridgnorth. Powering up the gradient towards Bridgnorth, D1015 Western Champion passes with the 10:15 AM service from Kidderminster. Coming to a halt in the platform, the 3-car DMU, E50170, E59303 and E50253, picks up passengers for the 11:35 AM Bridgnorth to Highley service. Having the right of way, The 3-car unit sets off for Hampton Load and Highley. Arriving at Erdington Halt, the 11:50 AM shuttle bus service from Bridgnorth turns into the station yard to set down its passengers. Reversing to its stop in the yard, 1982 built Leyland Leopard with an Alexander body, registration number MFZ9840, entered its working life with Ulster Bus in Ireland, fleet number 285. Setting off for Bridgnorth, MFZ9840 moves out of Erdington Yard with the 12:05 PM shuttle bus service. Running through Erdington Halt, D9551 runs light engine towards Hampton Load, following repairs from an earlier fault. A move on the shuttle bus to Bridgnorth finds 1957 Boomo recovery tender, fleet number 4767 for the Midland Bus Company, on the station forecourt. Also on display are a Bedford TK flatbed lorry, a 1958 Ford Thames ET6 lorry SXF240, a 1956 Ford Thames ET6 number 586 UXW, a 1982 Leyland Leopard bus originally operated by Rhymney Valley District Council, and a 1955 Bristol KSW 6B bus operated by Bristol Omnibus Company, registration number UHY362. Cars on display at Bridgnorth were a 1973 Triumph Stag, registration EUF 350L, a 1967 Morris 1000 Saloon, registration TFK 423E, a 1984 Austin Mini 1000, registration A286DUY, a 1985 Austin Mini 1000, registration C631UAD, a 1986 Austin Mini Mope, registration TUC911F, a 1968 Triumph Herald, registration NCY777F, a 1952 Singer Roadster, registration MXP749, a 1981 Ford Fiesta Mark I, registration CFM337X, a 1980 Austin Allegro 3 1300cc, registration OVS861W, a 1969 Morris Minor 1000, registration WNY908H, a 1954 Austin A30 Saloon, registration POB523, and a 1980 Ford Granada Mark II 2800cc, registration JAK585W. Looking in at the station, we see D821 Greyhound arriving with the 11:45 AM service from Kidderminster. Overlooking Bridgnorth Shed Yard from the footbridge, we see British Railway Riddle's Standard Class 4 Mixed Traffic 460 number 75069, out of ticket Great Western Railway Hawksworth 1500 Class 060 pannier tank number 1501, Great Western Railway Collet 5101 Class Prairie tank number 4150, Great Western Railway 060 saddle tank number 813, British Railway Diesel Electric Class 08 shunter D3586 and British Railway Diesel Electric Class 07 shunter D2996. Upon our return to Erdington Halt, we see British Railway Peak Class 46 Diesel Electric locomotive number 46045 drop and downgrade through the station with the 2:05 p.m. Bridgnorth to Kidderminster service. Calling at Erdington Halt, the 3-car multiple unit runs into the platform with the 2:05 p.m. Highley to Bridgnorth service. Hurrying through Erdington Halt, D821 Greyhound passes with the 2:50 p.m. Bridgnorth to Kidderminster service. We bring our coverage of the 2026 Severn Valley Railway Vintage Transport Extravaganza to a close as D1015 Western Champion passes through Erdington Halt at the head of the 2:15 p.m. Kidderminster to Bridgnorth service.